And we're back. Howdy y'all, this is Ethan Bonreal playing more Oracle of Seasons, and last time we were here, we made our way to the end of the 8th dungeon of the game, the Sword and Shield Maze, which means all that's standing between us and our final plot item is a boss that we're about to go up in here and murder. So, what you need to do with this is you need to whip out your Pegasus Seeds, right? And then basically you just smash your sword button whenever you stun her, and she'll eventually die, and it's gonna be great. However, she'll occasionally stun you. If you have full heart containers, though, this fight is fucking ridiculously easy, because you just do so much damage that she cannot overwhelm you, because you get to hit her a lot when she's stunned. Fuck off. Where'd she go? There we go. She'll probably die on this round. Oh, well, if I didn't get stunned. But she's about to die pretty soon here. Ah, fuck. Whatever. There you go, she's dead. But, you know, that was pretty fun. She had snakes for hair, good for her. She's also dead, also good for her. And good for me, we get our plot item. So you got the Changing Seasons, an essence of nature. Scattered seeds sprout in spring, grow in summer, bear fruit in fall, and sleep through winter. It is an endless cycle of life, the Changing Seasons. Well, they used an exclamation point at the end of that statement to let us know that it was really fucking important that we got it. So, I'm doing a thumbs up. You can't see it, but my thumb is up as hell right now, so get into it. Anyway, Bonreal, you already have the 8th essence. The Changing Seasons have filled me with my former power. I have something to give you now, so come to see me. Kid, you don't tell me what the fuck to do. We do need to see the Maku tree, but we have the issue of this, and I'm about to show you what exactly this goddamn issue is. So, oops. We almost have all of our heart containers, and we only need one more piece of heart to get it. And as I've complained about previously, it is totally fucking random if you get this last heart container, because it either drops from Maple randomly, or a geisha. How the fuck do I pronounce that? Gasha tree? There we go, it's Gasha tree. Sometimes my dyslexia play tricks on me. But anyway, we need to go to a Gasha tree, which randomly has some percentage of a chance of having a heart piece in it. And I don't feel like doing that shit, because that really pisses me off. I really hate when, like, your chance of finding something like this is, like, totally random. So, I'm gonna abstain from doing that. I will complain about it, though, so you'll get to enjoy that. So, you know, get into it. I'm a little bit tilted that I can't get all my fucking hearts, because they decided to make it random if you got the last one, to encourage you to do this fucking Gasha tree shit. But oh well. In the very least, we get to hit up the Maku tree one more time, which is what we're about to do here. Hello, hello. And what do you got for us, kid? Bonreal, you finally gathered all 8 essences of nature. You've become a true hero who understands the essences. I still legitimately don't know what the fuck those things are. All I know is I touch them and they glow, and then you tell me where to go next. You got a huge Maku seed. This should penetrate evil forces. I'm not gonna lie, that tree kind of basically ejaculated on us, but we'll talk about that more later. So, we're gonna take this tree seed, and we're gonna go thwart evil with it. Come if you dare, Bonreal. If you are the so-called hero, then their hero is no match for my powers of darkness. Waha, waha, waha. So that cutscene was to remind us that he was the villain, because we haven't seen his ass in a while, but, rest assured we are going to murder him this part, probably. Anyway, what's up, Zelda? Head north, the temple ruined, shrouded in darkness, Onyx's castle is there, yeah, I'll bring Den back. I don't know what those things are, but okay. Oh, she gave me a kiss, what the fuck? Actually, let me say hi to Impa, I love her. How you doing? I must rely on you, Bonreal. We are all relying. I mean, it's because I'm the only one who can really move around freely. Y'all have proven time and time again y'all won't do nothing unless I do it for you. So, we're just going to continue on that trend and move on with my gay life. Anyway, how y'all doing? I'm doing just dandy. reason for that is because I don't work tomorrow or the day after, and that is splendid, because this is not where I need to be. Link, what the fuck? You deceived me. I need to go over here. Yeah, we need to go over here. But, I don't work today, or tomorrow, or the day after that, and that's fucking wonderful. I actually wasn't even gonna work the day after that, but, one of my managers called and asked if I could work, and I said yes, because in exchange for money, I am willing to sell my labor, for, you know, a certain amount of time. Basically, I only have to work 4 hours that day, and I am very willing to do that on a day that is gonna be slow. And so I said yes. But we're gonna go to the left here. Other than that, I have just been enjoying the shit out of World of Warcraft. Hey, spooky. Alright, so we're holding up our Maku Nut, and then it's gonna dispel... oh shit. Cutscene power. Okay. It's doing something here. Hey, Lamau. Okay, so basically this is what stops you from just walking up into the final area of the game, is basically like the... oh shit. Why are you standing there? Oh ho 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 ho. Wandering about, foolish princess. Spoilers, it's us. Fuck you, Trinrova. Hee 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 hee. We found you, Princess Zelda. Hope for the people will snuff it out. And you shall light the flame of despair. And gotcha. Well, sucks to be her, cause I'm busy saving the day somewhere else. When Zelda, the hope of the people, vanishes from Horan Village, this land will be stricken with despair. See ya. Oh, nope, we got more cutscene. It is time. The flames of sorrow and destruction and the great sacrifice are united. If we sacrifice Zelda, all will fall into despair. Oh ho 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 ho. Man, my dyslexia is playing some pretty mean tricks on me. Alright, so... a light flame of despair. Awaken Ganon, evil king. Man, they really love fucking talking about Ganon and evil shit. Holy shit. You'd think they'd get like a hobby or something. I actually don't know why they are in this game, or if they're the same Twinrova from Ocarina of Time. I know theoretically they shouldn't be, because, basically... oh, the door locked. Oh, yeah, I remember what to do here. Because basically, this game takes place many hundreds of years after Ocarina of Time, and then it's also in a different fucking dimension, kind of. But, basically they're here, so maybe they got reincarnated, who knows, but either way, they're here to fuck up shit and cackle evilly, so we're gonna go ahead and go with it and just accept that's how things are. Sometimes people just got an evil laugh, you know. Where am I going? Oh yeah, so we just basically need to walk up in a straight line here, and murder our way through these rooms, which is pretty legit. I always like an excuse to hold my sword button down. But this is basically the last area of the game proper. There's actually one more thing we're gonna do after this area, and the reason for that is because we're playing the Link Adventure, as I've mentioned many times. Is it Facade? Yep, it's Facade. I remember this. Okay. But basically after... shit! I did not mean to do that. Do I have to start all of... I was not paying attention. See, this is what happens when I get mouth talking too much. I start doing random shit. I'm also kind of tired, too, TBH. Pretty sleepy. I have been playing so much goddamn World of Warcraft, I cannot believe it. I am, like, straight up addicted again. Like, actually, I was never addicted to WoW. Okay, so I'm lying a little bit. So I was never, like, debilitatingly, like, obstructing my life critically into WoW, but I did certainly remember staying up 24 hours multiple times playing World of Warcraft, or just, like, only leaving my room to use the bathroom, and then maybe theoretically shower, or just really put deodorant on. But I'm in love with it. It's good. It's a good expansion. I love Legion. The storytelling, it's still terrible, but it's a lot better than it was in the past, and I'm really all about it. I really love me the shit out of World of Warcraft. I also checked out the Chronicle books, which are like the lore books at my job, and holy shit, the art in them is so good, and then they actually lay out the cosmetology of it, and I fucking love it. I love it so much. But before I give praise to the glorious Warcraft gods, we got a boss to murder, we got a game to beat, we got a day to save, so we're gonna walk up in here, and hey, it's Den, what you doing? Oh, psh. And now we're about to make some boss fight. This fight is actually ridiculously easy, especially with the Master Sword. It's too late, Bonreal. Zelda, our sacrifice, is in our grasp. Soon no one will be able to stop the return of Ganon. Even you shall be destroyed by Onyx. Spoilers, I'm not fucking getting destroyed because I'm fucking main character. My name's Link. I gotta save the day, my guy. So again, this fight is like really fucking easy. He's actually already half dead here. But he does do something pretty interesting. He whips out Din, and he uses her as a human shield, which is pretty mean. That's not a very nice thing to do to other people. Oh shit. And if you hit Din, you actually take damage, and then she's very clearly a little bit disappointed in your choices and deciding to hit the person you're trying to save. But anyway, we killed him. Spoilers, he has another form. We're jumping down, and we're gonna kill this form too, and it's gonna be fucking legit, my guy. Gahahaha, not bad at all, but I'm done toying with you. I will show you my true Blarg, I'm a dragon. Grar, I was summoned from the Dark Realm by Twin Rova, see my form, yeah, alright. So this is literally basically just like the Sigma fight from Mega Man X1, which is interesting, because this game was also made by Capcom. Oh, fuck. Did I really? There we go. So what you can do, basically, is just hold your sword up the entire fucking time, and then just dodge the hands, jump on the hands, and then stab at Space Jewel, and then, you know, it's pretty easy after that. Like, this is not that complicated. In fact, if you're talented, like I was trying to be, you can actually... Here. There we go. You can actually jump from one hand to the other and just never touch the ground, and then just keep stabbing it in the face. But I'm not skilled enough to do that. But what I am skilled enough to do is talk shit while I'm doing this, so I am gonna stab you in the face, friend. Once oh my god, I swear to gay god, if I fucking die, I'm gonna tilt myself in half. Are you fucking shitting on my nutsack, dude? Okay, so this is what I get for mouthing off about how not hard this boss is, but basically that's what you do. You walk in there, you stab him in the face, he dies, and then you get greeted with the cutscene, but lo and behold, we gotta go kill Ganon too, because he's being resurrected or some shit. But that's usually how it goes in Zelda games. Someone else starts shit, Ganondorf ends it, and then he's like, how the fuck did I fucking lose? And the answer is always, because you're supposed to, friend. You'd think he'd learn by now that, like, it's just never gonna work out for him, but I guess, you know, eventually you gotta assume that things might turn out differently, right? Oh well. I actually need to fucking get some berries. I'm a little bit annoyed. I guess this gives me more time to talk to y'all, though, so I'm gonna have to walk in and out of this room twice to heal so that I can be at full health with boss fight. I'm also gonna actually pay attention to what I'm doing when I'm fighting that boss. But this also gives me an excuse to tell you more about the glories of World of Warcraft and what's going on with my life. So basically, when I am not at school or work, and I am not asleep, I am just like straight up playing WoW. Or thinking about playing WoW, or just enjoying, you know, preparing myself to play WoW. Because I love it, I just really love it. I don't, no games, like, no fantasy world has really entrapped me as much as Warcraft has, and I really don't know why. I think it's because it's not corny. Well, actually, it is corny. It's really corny. It's terrible. The storytelling is fucking corny as hell in a lot of ways, but it's like, it's corny in a way I want it to be. Like, I love it sometimes. I've been disappointed in previous expansions. But this one really, like, they've stepped up their game, they've gotten a lot better at storytelling in the game, they actually fucking do checks for their lore to make sure the story makes sense, and that's what I fucking want. Like, and sure, there are some inconsistencies, but, like, all I've really wanted was just a half-decent storytelling experience in World of Warcraft, and I finally got it, kind of. It's still not great, but you know, I just gotta work with what I got. But other than that, I don't even know what the fuck I've been doing. Like, that literally has eaten up all my time other than school and work. I guess I could tell you that my coworker fucking pissed me the fuck off the other day. Basically, I was working the cash register, and she was helping people at customer service, and she got a phone call, which is what you're supposed to do at customer service, you answer the phone, and she was looking for an item for a customer, and so it was near the cash register, so she just called me and was like, hey, there's a customer who wants something near you, and I was like, well, I'm ringing people and I have a line, so I can't do it, and she was like, she literally was like, well, I'm just gonna tell you anyway, and so she told me, and of course, I didn't hear any of it, because I was fucking ringing people up and talking to customers. And then, like, while I'm ringing, I kind of peek a little bit over, and I see that she actually, like, other than that person she was on the phone with, she didn't have, like, people waiting on her, so, like, she had no reason to be impatient. And basically, she put me on the phone with that other person while I was ringing, and that, like, legitimately, like, tilted me a little bit. I was so fucking annoyed by that. So to put it in perspective, basically, she made me do her job because she didn't feel like walking what was probably like 50 feet. And so I was put in a really awkward situation where I was on the phone with a customer, and then also looking for an item for that customer while ringing people up, and then, like, she was the only other person who would be able to help me ring people up, so when I'm like, well, I can't fucking find it, she, like, gets pissy and passive-aggressive at me, and so I just was in a very foul mood by that, so I just decided I wasn't gonna escalate it, I wasn't gonna, like, be passive-aggressive back, I was just gonna think cruel evils in my head about her, and then move on with my life, because I just don't want to give her that much power over my thoughts, but boy, oh boy, that shit pissed me the fuck. I hate when people do shit like that. Just like, when people, like, put you in a really shitty position, like, because they don't feel like exerting effort, that really, really twists my balls, like, really bad. Like, I hate that shit. Like, and I would understand if it was, like, because she was, like, super busy at customer service, but there was no one there, and I know for a fact when she's supposed to be shelving stuff, she just doesn't do it, because I fucking work with her, and I know what the fuck she's like. And then when I was at the cash registers, like, she didn't do anything she was supposed to do when she opened in the morning, and she's even joked about that. She's like, oh, XD, I don't even fucking do that opening stuff. I don't see any reason to do it. And I wanted to scream my gay eyeballs out of my head, because it's like, I sit here miserable at this goddamn job, wanting to rip my gay eyeballs out of my gay head, and pray to gay God that I will not have to do this forever. And then you're just here, like, also feeling bad, but instead unloading all of your fucking work on me, who is already feeling like that. That just, I can't tolerate that. I think that's actually something. If I die again, I'm gonna rage. No, don't run into the hand, please. I just need to be careful here. See, this is what you see. Can you tell I'm fucking pissed? Like I'm like flat out not paying attention to what I'm doing here. Fuck off. Well, you know, we'll just keep doing this till I kill it. It gives me an excuse to complain more. But anyway, she just like that. You know, in my mind while that was happening, I was really thinking that, like, she is really lucky that I am not. Hey, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. I'm making myself angry. But she pissed me off. I can't stand her. She always does shit like that. She's really fucking passive-aggressive. She's like, oh, I hate when people are incompetent. But then, like, she also just notoriously is always fucking late. Randomly decides she doesn't feel like doing her job, which means that I end up having to fucking do her job for her. And then is like, has the audacity to be fucking passive-aggressive towards me for not doing her job for her. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, oh my god. I can tell she has never been around fucking black people before, because holy shit, I don't know how she thinks that human beings would tolerate that. That is so fucking ridiculous. And a really black part of my soul was like, I need to destroy her. Like, I was tilted. I need to give her a good talking to, but I just decided it's best if I just don't interact with her. It's like, it's a fact of life, she's gonna be like that. And then I know that if I said anything about her not doing shit, she would, like, escalate it. She would definitely escalate it. If you're petty enough to not do your fucking job and then get mad when other people don't do your job for you, you are definitely petty enough to rat someone out for, like, very minor infractions. And I think really the only thing I do, I guess, wrong in air quotes at my job is very rarely I am on my cell phone when there are no customers, because I get bored. And she might have noticed me do that once or twice, which is cool, because ultimately I'd be like, yeah, I fucking did it, nerd, everyone does. But it's just, I feel like she would just cause me more grief in my life if I escalated it, so I'm gonna bite my tongue and just not do anything. But I am gonna fucking complain about it, and I'm gonna murder this boss, so that I can let that energy out of my body. Alright. There we go. Are you kidding? Oh my god, oh my god, why am I walking into it, dude? You know why I'm walking into it? Because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. This is so embarrassing. Oh my god. I want to cry. When I first practiced this, I legit did the boss of the 8th dungeon and this, like, in 12 minutes. Like, this is so terrible. Okay, that's good. Fuck! Dude, man, that does a lot of damage. Did like 1.5 heart damage. It's a lot for a Zelda game. But I need you to try to smash me so I can move on with my life, guy. You know... One more time. One more time, 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 one more time. We're gonna do this shit. We're gonna do this shit. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Actually, we're gonna end the video here, because this video is fucking long as hell. So, that awkward pause you heard was me just debating on if I want to fucking complain more or not. And I don't. I let those feelings out. I communicated them to myself and to all 38 of you who usually watch my videos. And I'm just gonna put it to rest now, because I let that anger out. And I actually do feel a bit better. I did talk to myself about it, but actually getting to complain about people's inconsiderateness, it's very relaxing to me, after I get up over the part where I'm fucking raging. But anyway, I'm gonna catch you lerds later. When we come back, I'm just gonna start directly at the boss fight. We're gonna murder that dragon, and then we're probably gonna also kill Ganon. Spoilers, maybe. That'll probably be a lot harder, because that fight is pretty hard. But anyway, see you later. Thanks for watching, and bye!